Great and Rinse So Bright brings you the Amos and Andy Show. A full half hour of entertainment with all the Amos and Andy characters, plus Bud Bluskin and his orchestra, and those famous Downtown Rhythm Boys. Now, Lever Brothers Company, the makers of Rinso, invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the story of Amos and Andy. The Kingfisher's wife, Sapphire, has come to the conclusion that her husband's association with Andy Brown is the main cause of him being such a shiftless loafer. And right now, she's telling the Kingfish about it.
George Stevens, I done made up my mind that I'm going to have a husband that dresses good, knows nice people, and has got a steady job.
Sapphire, you mean to say that you was going to leave me?
George, I know why you are no good bum. It's on account of your association with Andy Brown. Why don't you try to meet a nicer class of men?
Well, I ain't got the opportunity to meet them. They're all working.
Well, that Andy Brown is the cause of it all. What has he ever accomplished?
Well, yesterday he had a run of 13 balls in the side pocket without leaning on the table.
Now, that's exactly what I mean. Andy hanging around a pool table all day. Why don't you go to a culture place like the public library?
They ain't got no pool table there. What you
All Andy thinks about is pool table. He ain't got no background.
Well, he got a rich uncle on there by the name of Sylvester that's got a rubber plantation down in Brazil. He wrote a letter to his uncle Sylvester last week.
Listen, George Stevens, we ain't going to let Andy Brown ruin our married life, and I want you to do something about it.
Come in, Henry, come in.
Well, how's everything at the lodge today, Kingfish?
Well, everything's all right, sure, but my wife's really been jumping on me. She claimed that I got a big off my friendship with Andy on account of him being a lazy, good-for-nothing bum.
Well, my wife, Clara, told me the same thing.
Oh, is he going to break off with Andy?
No. Clara was talking about you, Kingfish.
My wife wants me to pick out better people to associate with.
Well, yes, it would be nice if you could pick out a man like, say our society leader, Mr. Torrance Washburn III.
Torrance Washburn III, yeah. Now, tell me this, why does they call him the third?
His mother was married twice before.
Is he a successful man?
Oh, yes, indeed. And he's opened up a fix-it shop. But the last thing he fixed got him in a little trouble.
Oh, what was that?
A football game.
Yeah, well, Andy's a bum, all right.
Yeah?
Well, come in, Lightning.
Yes, how is you, Lightning?
I did y'all hear the good news about Miss Andy?
Well, no, I haven't, Lightning. What is it?
Well, he just got a telegram from his uncle Sylvester down in Brazil that owns a rubber plantation.
Rubber plantation?
He wants Andy to come down there as his assistant and will pay him $200 a week.
Holy Moses, yes, that is news.
Miss Andy sure is happy. Well, so long, I'll quit right on that.
Well, Kingfish, how do you like that? $200 a week. That's a real break for Andy.
Break? $200 a week sounds more like a compound tractor to me there.
Yes, indeed. Andy will be on the gravy train. Too bad that you can't hitch a ride on the caboose.
Yeah, you know, I figured that minute he said $200 a week there. Trouble is, my wife won't leave New York City, you see.
Andy going to Brazil. That's quite an expensive trip, too. The travel agent will make quite a hunk of money on that ticket.
Yeah, that is. Them travel agents do. Speaking of the caboose, you know, I think I'll go into the travel agent business right now. Travel anywhere. World Tours Incorporated.
Hello there, Kingfish.
Well, the only reason I dropped by is to tell you that I'm too busy to drop by today. I just formed a new company that arranges transportation all over the world, specializing in South America.
Yeah, well, that's a coincidence. I just got a wire from Uncle Sylvester. He asked me to come to Brazil to help him manage his rubber plantation.
Yeah, that's so. You don't mean to tell me, maybe I can help you with your transportation. I got a regular travel bureau that I run, and that only costs you about 10 or 15% extra there.
Well, I've been thinking this thing over since I got the telegram. I don't know if I want to go to Brazil, leave all my friends up here in New York. Might be too hot down there for me.
Well, true of the matter is very cool there. Brazil is noted for its wonderful humidity. Oh, yeah. can take an easy chair there and just sit there on the tarantula there with cigars in your mouth, you know.
Well, Kingfish, I was talking to somebody about it, and they told me that sometimes it gets to 103 in the shade down there.
Yeah, well, you ain't going to be crazy enough to sit in the shade, though, will you? Now about your transportation, man, you got to get a passport to get out of the country.
Yeah, well, I want to get on one that don't rock much, because I get seasick.
No, you're thinking of a transport, I talk about a passport, and that's a little book with your picture on to tell you who you is.
Well, I know who I is.
Yeah, but Anna, you got to have a passport.
Well, I ain't got no passport for the country I was living in now.
Well, of course you don't, Anna. This here ain't a foreign country.
That's funny. I was talking to my Chinese laundryman, and he told me it was.
Now, wait a minute. Look here. Take my word for it. You got to have a passport, and you got to have a picture. Now, why don't you go down to the police department and get that picture of you that got down there? You know, they got the picture.
Must I get the full face of the profile?
Oh, get the full face, but don't forget to slip the number off the back before you paste it on the
And you say that your company takes care of all the transportation.
Oh, yeah. Tell you everything to do, save your worries, save your trouble, save you all that stuff.
Say, somebody told me that I got to pass through customs. What is that?
Customs? Everybody passes through customs, and it's a lovely trip you'll have brought.
Yeah, well, tell me this, where is customs?
Customs? You don't mean to tell me you don't know where it is.
No, I got no idea.
Oh, it's about 60 miles from the Rock of Gibraltar. Called the Custom Islands, owned by Spain. Oh, you was here this present, old Spanish customs, are you?
Okay, Kingfish, this thing sounds pretty good to me. You arrange the whole trip.
Oh, great, and I'll do that.
Tell me this, do I go direct to Brazil from New York?
Well, you might take a little side trip and have some fun on the way down. Maybe I can arrange for you to stop off for a few days at a place that you'll enjoy.
Is it any good?
Is it any good? Listen, Andy.
Managua, Nicaragua is a beautiful town. You buy a hobby and a bottle to take it down. You give it to the lady you are trying to win. If you ever see out of sight, I'd like to recommend a looking. Managua, Nicaragua, Walla Walla, there's coffee and bananas and a temperature high. Take a trip in on a ship, go sailing away. Santiago to Managua, Nicaragua, ole. Managua, Nicaragua is the town you adore. From senorita has you pleading for more. Before you take a breath and one you drive to the door. A papa leads you out by the nose. Managua, Nicaragua is really the top. Buy a big sombrero from a neighborhood shop, and then the girls will follow you like in a parade. Because they want to walk in the shade. Provided that the summer is especially long, so they can grip and on a ship go sailing away. Santiago to Managua, Nicaragua. Santiago to Managua, Nicaragua.
Join this new travel bureau here in Harlem and see the man who's getting Andy Brown down to Brazil there. Say, Muster, I'd like to get waited on.
Now, wait a minute. Don't come in here shooting off your mouth about being waited on. Business I am. You gotta wait your turn. Take a number off the counter there.
All right, I'll take one. Number 65.
Now take a seat till we call you. Number 65.
boat passage.
Yeah, glad to take care of you, my friend, because that's my business. Matter of fact, I'm right in the middle of arranging a round-the-world trip for a fellow right now. He don't want to spend but $75.
Two around the world for $75. Can you work it out?
Oh, yeah. Of course, he's going to have us do an awful lot of walking.
Yeah, see what you mean.
Yeah, I got to get this ticket over to him right away, too. Excuse me a minute while I check this over.
Go ahead, take it this thing over there.
That's Queen Elizabeth to England. Walk across Europe. Take Shanghai Express right into Shanghai, China.
Now, let's see.
7,000 miles from home, and there's $1.85 left.
$1.85?
I sure hope he likes China.
Look here, mister. I ain't got much time. I want range traffic for a friend of mine.
Certainly. I can handle it for you. Been all over the world myself. Where does he want to go?
Brazil.
Brazil? That name sounds familiar. Let me look at this big map here. Brazil.
It ought to be on there.
It ain't in Europe. Don't see it in Asia. Wait a minute. It's coming back to me now. Wait a minute. Let's get over here. Let's get over to Africa. Yeah. No, it ain't there. What is this place here? Say, how about sending your friend to Australia instead?
No, he wants to go to Brazil.
Well, we can't send him there if we can't find a place, can we? Talk sensible, man.
Can't you find a place on the thing?
Wait a minute. Here's a spot for your friend. Hawaiian Island. He can see them hoochie-hoo girls in their grass skirts.
No, he wants to.
You know them gals over there wear long grass skirts in the winter, short grass skirts in the summer. And if he leaves now, he'll get over there just in time to see them rotating their crops.
That would be worth seeing all right, I guess. Don't you think that would be worth seeing?
Well, ain't it the truth?
Wait a minute, here, Brazil, right down here in South America.
Is that why you found it? It must be that new clerk I got. He never put the countries back where they belong.
Hey, well, now look, I want to get the cheapest possible boat passage to Brazil.
Well, the cheapest is a cattle boat. Got one going down with 5,000 head on board. The boat ticket is $50.
Cattle boat, huh?
Yeah, for a little extra money, I might fix it up so your friend can eat at the captain's table.
Hey, well, maybe you ain't got to travel that high, sir.
Well, on a cattle boat, there's a wide spread between eating at the captain's table and the next accommodation.
Oh, what is the next evening accommodation?
A low cost.
Let me see here now.
And if you'd like to spend $10 more, I could get him on an extra fare cattle boat.
Extra fare? What's the advantage of that?
Well, there's two advantages. You get to travel with prize-winning cattle, and they put the bed in your stall.
Well, Brother Andy, I was back. I had to spend the whole $150 that you give me. Here's your ticket to Brazil. Oh, big ocean liner, and the big ocean liner.
Yeah, let me see this ticket.
There you go. Look at that. There's a lot of ticket there, and it's about a foot and a half long. Look at that.
Yeah, say passage for one on the SS Guernsey.
Oh, yeah, Andy, that's a double-E prime boat, all right, boy. That's a good boat.
Well, it's funny I never heard of the SS Guernsey. Is that going to be a nice crowd on there?
Oh, yeah, there'll be mostly a Texas bunch. You get along. You're going to like the boat, Andy.
Well, will I get a chance to talk to a lot of friends on the boat?
Oh, yeah, and even you can sit out on the deck there and chew the cud with all the people there.
Well, wait a minute. I don't know if I want to talk for much at night like that. I want to get to bed early.
Yeah, well, Andy, I guarantee every night you'll be in the hay by 7. I do that.
Hey, Kingfish. I know this is a kind of a silly question, but could this be a cattle boat I'm going on?
Well, there's a few cattle on board, but the finest boats on the ocean carry cattle on them. Cattle will travel on all boats. Even the Queen Elizabeth got a steerage on it, though. Yeah, well, how many cows is on this boat? Well, the steerage on this boat has about 5,000, small group. How about getting me on the boat where they uses people for steerage? Oh, don't worry about steerage, Andy. With the wind blowing right, you'll never notice it, I tell you. There's a lot of advantages in traveling on a cattle boat, and the thing of the amusement. What kind of amusement? Oh, there's a lot of deck sports, lasso yourself a few steers, play twin on the heifer, and all that stuff. Well, I guess the cattle boat's okay. Oh, fine, then, Andy, and I'll get all of our friends to come down to the dock when you leave and bid you about Holstein. By the way, Kingfish, where'd I go to get on this boat? Oh, just go down to Pier 52, Andy. Which boat is it? Well, I don't know exactly where it's standing, but you can, mister. Just follow the fly. Come here. How is it, pal? Stop right. Just come over to talk to you. Yeah. Well, I'll leave you two boys alone. See you later. So long, boys. So long. Well, I'm going to Brazil, Amos. Got my ticket and everything. Yeah, I was over to the newspaper talking to Fred Gwendell, and he told me that you're leaving. He wants to come over and interview you, Andy. Oh, boy, that's great. Put my picture in the paper with a story, huh? Oh, yeah. What kind of stuff are you going to tell him? Well, I'll start off with my childhood, my school days. School days. I remember your school days. Oh, that was one of the happiest weeks of my life. Well, I'll tell Gwendell to come on over here then for the interview, huh? Yeah, tell him to bring a bunch of pencils and a lot of paper. I'll give him an interview like he ain't never seen before in his life. Well, Andy, I hope you have a nice trip and arrive in Brazil nice and healthy, boy. Healthy? Amos, by the time I get off that boat, I'll be homogenized. Fred Gwendell, how is the newspaper business, Fred? Well, great, Andy, great, man. They called me in the office. I told me to come over here and interview you and get some dope. Stop dope me, boy. Stop dope me. Well, Fred, I'm going to Brazil. You think I'll like it down there? Oh, you will love it down there, Andy. You will love that country. Oh, yeah, wonderful. You know? Oh, Brazil is a very picturesque country, and it's got beautiful mountains, lovely lakes, gorgeous beaches, and breathtaking valleys, and the scenery is nice, too. Yeah, but you won't get much sleep down there, Andy. How come I won't get much sleep? Well, Andy, ain't you here? There's an awful lot of coffee in Brazil. I was a killer, ain't I? Well, how about this interview that I have? Well, you know, Andy, Brazil is known for its exports to this country. We get most of our coffee from there, and most of our common Mirandas. Well, now, how about the interview? Well, now, listen, I'll tell you what I'll do. You're going to take a boat going down there. You will love the boat ride. Ocean all the way, Andy, and it's a wonderful way of traveling. You know, traveling on the boat has a certain air about it. Yeah, well, this boat I'm going on's got that all. Now, to the interview. When I was very young... Well, now, I think I got enough from me now. Ain't I got enough from you? Wait a minute. I ain't told you nothing yet. Don't you need some facts? Facts don't, Andy. I'm a newspaper man. When I write news, facts get them away. Get them away. By the way, Fred, when I get down there, what'll I do about learning the language? Well, now, all they speak down there is Portuguese, and all they speak is Portuguese. You got to get somebody to teach you. Now, as soon as you land down there, Andy, I'll give you a tip. Grab yourself a Portuguese, and he'll learn you, son. It's a fact. Rinso gets our Southern Dirt 1, 2, 3. For Rinso has a triple action formula. Yes, Rinso gives you all three. 1. Rinso's silky-rich base makes threads that drive deep down. Gets out Southern Dirt without hard rubbing or scrubbing. 2. Rinso's thread booster means even in hard water, you get heaps of hard-working salt and fast. 3. Rinso's grease chaser goes after grease and grime. That is easy on hand. Helps prevent yellowing of clothes, too. So if you want to wash with the envy of the neighborhood, just remember... Rinso soap. Rinso soap. Oh, what's that problem with it can be? Give us the Rinso 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get Rinso. Well, hello there, LaGuardia. See you about some legal matters here. Come in. Well, tell me this. If you're going out, I see a note there on your desk, say, back at 4 o'clock.
And now, that's my partner with the chiropractor. He coming over at 4 to work on my back.
Now, listen, my brother, let's sit down and get out of this legal advice here. Now, here's the story. Another fellow got a telegram from his uncle to come to Brazil for a big job, and I want that job.
Well, why don't you take his ticket and go down there?
Well, if I've done that, is there any possible way I can get into any trouble?
Oh, sure. There must be somewhere. I'll find it.
Oh, no, look here. I done decided to talk him out of going. Now, could he do anything to me?
Well, he could call the Coast Guard and start extradition proceedings.
Extradition proceedings, where's that?
I don't know exactly, but it's somewhere where they find out where you're going to be and pick up on where you is, and then they pick you up where you is and bring you back to where you is.
Can they do that for me?
Oh, yeah. I remember one case I went with the police up to Canada to bring Bobby Man.
Yeah, did you get him?
Yeah. I brought him all the way back to New York. He fought and fought all the way. I got him there.
And boy, was he mad. The man was mad, huh?
Yeah, I say, well, I had the wrong man.
I just been thinking here, the only thing for me to do in my case is to unsell the fella on going to Brazil. Now, if I run into any trouble on the thing, I'll tell you.
Well, you better call me early, but I got to go see a man about taking him in as a partner in my law office.
Oh, partner, that's a good idea.
Yeah, he's a good man. He cashed a check for $2,500 and bought a half interest in my law business.
$2,500.
Yeah, now I got to go to court and watch him in action.
Oh, yeah, tell me this. Has he got a case in court?
Yes, forgery case. I'm suing him for signing my name right there.
Come in, Kingfish. I'm getting all ready for my big trip to Brazil. Oh, now, wait a minute, Barney. There's still a few little details that ain't been put care of yet before anybody leaves for dangerous country. What kind of details? Well, now, before you can leave, Andy, you got to get your inoculation shots. I'll say you be ready for surgery at 9 o'clock in the morning. Surgery? Oh, nothing to worry about. You might get over it. You just got to go to the hospital and let the doctors give you them inoculations with them hypochondriac needles, you know. Wait a minute here. I don't want nobody jabbing me with no needles. Them needles hurt. No, Andy. When they plunges that needle into your arm, you don't even feel it. The needle? Oh, your arm, boy. Well, what has I got to have all these shots for? Well, Andy, you was traveling with pure-blooded cattle, and they ain't taking no chances. Yeah, I don't want to mess up the cattle. But these shots you talking about have got me scared. Yeah, well, you got to have them, man. They're going to Brazil. That's the law. The law reads that you got to have tetanus shots, typhoid, yellow fever, and the worst of all, of course, is the jaundice shot. Where do they shoot you for that? Usually in the left jaundice. Oh, no, that's where I fooled them. I had my jaundices cut out when I was a kid. But I was going anyway, and I'm going to go home and pack up my stuff and catch the boat tonight. Well, I'll tell you what to do, Andy. Give me your boat. I'll tell you what to do. Getting mad and all excited? Oh, of all the dirty, low-down, double-crossing crooks, that Kingfish is the lowest. He done took my steam slip ticket, and last night he went down and got on the boat himself. Oh, hello there, Sapphire.
Where's my husband at? He didn't come home last night, and he left a note saying that he was going away to make his fortune and that he sent to me later.
Yeah, that no-good Sizzler took my ticket and left for Brazil because he knows that I got a wire from my Uncle Sylvester offering me a job down there, $200 a week.
Good heavens!
What's the matter?
I wanted to fix things so George wouldn't hang around with you no more. And I'm the one that sent you that wire and signed it Uncle Sylvester.
When you see a fellow walking down the street whistling cheerfully, you can just bet on it he's feeling pretty good. And when you hear a woman whistling, especially if she whistles while she's washing clothes, you can make the same bet. She's feeling pretty good. And you can also bet that she's using our new Soapy Rich Rimsol. That's why she feels so swell. She can see herself that new Rinso gets out more dirt without making her work so hard. And chances are, here's the little tune she's either whistling or singing.
Rinso, happy little rush they sang. Rinso,
At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit-needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to SleepOutfittersOutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.